Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, afternoon, and evening to all the listener and the viewer of Makmal Izzah. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to continue with my discussion regarding Habastus Sauda or Nigella sativa, a medical herbs. There's a lots of information actually in the net regarding Habastus Sauda and how to use them. Today, I would like to highlight one usage of Habastus Sauda, which is very rare. People will discuss about it. Okay, especially right now in COVID-19 situation. COVID-19 is a respiratory virus infection, meaning the virus will affect your nostril, your respiratory area, especially in your nose, back of throat, and around the area. And some cases shows that it affects your lung, so it's definitely a respiratory problem. Ladies and gentlemen, one way to do Habastus Sauda for people to usage Habastus Sauda is using the herbs as antiviral, anti-infection, anti-inflammation in the respiratory area. How to do that? We know that Habastus Sauda, we can use it as a simple form, you can eat it. But the most effective way, most efficient and fastest way to take care of your respiratory area is by using a simple tips that are already told by us, by the old medical practitioner in Arabic world and also in Malay world. What they did is right now, the seed of Habastus Sauda, you grind it as fine as possible, put it in the cloth, something like this, and you inhale. It will help and it will benefit you for the respiratory area. What's the logic behind it? Okay. One, when you grind the Habastus Sauda seed or Nigella sativa seed, it will release the oil inside the seed. Okay. Remember that I told you before in previous video that in Habastus Sauda, 30 to 40% of it is in oil form. Okay. Once you manage to squeeze it directly, you have some oil inside the Habastus Sauda, although it's minute, then you inhale the oil directly to your nostril through the respiratory area. People may ask, why is the purpose of doing that? Whether you just can swallow it, because it's much more direct approach. When you inhale the oil, it will go direct to your system, respiratory system, and it will absorb directly at the mucus at the back of your throat and for the lung. And it was stated that the Nigella sativa have the composition and the how say the oil have composition of antibacterial, antifungus, and anti-inflammation. It does help that. By doing that, you got three benefit. Benefit number one, you will suppress the viral load or the any um, fungal or bacteria that's inside you already inhale in your respiratory system. Suppress it because that one of the ability of Nigella sativa. Number two, it also reduce the inflammation. You have to remember, sometimes when we're talking about asthma, when we're talking about bronchitis, allergy, there's, those things um, inflame the bronchial area, inflame in terms of the bronchi in your lung and your throat in such a way it will stop it's not a stop, it will upheld your breathing. So by inhaling that, it will reduce the inflammation, because one of the property in the oil of Habastus Sauda is to reduce inflammation. And number three, on top of that, it also provide the nutrition directly to the lung, to the nostril, to the area inside that, they can be used by the mucus or the cell in order for them to getting more strength, and also to inhibit any kind of invasion in your body. Nigella sativa with 365, there's a lot of benefit inside that. When we are talking about what's what is the benefit of talking inhaling the drugs, the herbs, the oil itself? One, Nigella sativa oil, in term of where when you grind it, the quantity of the oil inside is very little, so it will not trigger any reaction, and it's very safe. So for the information, because this our respiratory area is very delicate, they are moist, they are mucus, and the absorption inside the area is quite high. Number two, when we're talking about medicine itself, you can take your medicine either you through GI, gastroenteritis, means you eat or you drink the medicine. Through IV, means you direct to your bloodstream. Through transdermal or topical, through your skin, or through inhaling respiratory. So inhaling respiratory area, absorption in the respiratory area for any medication is very good. So it will help you in terms of that. So ladies and gentlemen, my suggestion to you, for your you have flu, you have any infection in your respiratory area, you can do that. Take the Habastus Sauda, grind it into a powder form, or you can take, but problem with capsulate Habastus Sauda, the oil is not that much inside, unless like what we have here in by Drasma, it was in a wholesome, still they have some oil inside the capsule. You can use that. Do not inhale the capsule. Put it, open up the capsule, put it in a piece of paper, piece of cloth to filter it. Then you inhale it. Then you can get the oil from there. Or another way you can use is use steamer. Put the Habastus Sauda inside the steamer, or inside a steamer, or and inhale the steam. You also can do that by inhaling. But do not take direct Habastus Sauda oil and put it to your nostril. That is not going to benefit, because Habastus Sauda also have a property that is can quite spongy in term of how we say, it's too much. When it's too much on that part, it might have problem with nostril, and it might subside some of the function of your respiratory. So do not do that. Just use a steamer, put it in the steamer, then you inhale from there, or use the capsule or the powder, put it in the cloth like this, then you inhale from there. So that's how we're going to do it. Okay, with that, of course, it has benefit also to cover in terms of virus, fungus in the respiratory area. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be my third part of the video. I will continue the conversation regarding Habastus Sauda and Nigella sativa in my next video. With that, Saiful out.